Parking study included what would be the parking demand for the park. Our size is roughly 53 acres with 2 miles of trails. Once the parking demand was calculated, what is available existing on-street parking along 144th. And then coming up with conceptual parking layouts, the parking demand right there. Approach was to use a nearby local park. The local park that we're talking about is Paradise Valley Conservation Area, shown in yellow box. It's roughly 3 miles northeast of Wood Trails project. Of course, as you see the size, it's significantly larger in size. It's closer to 800 acres, whereas Wood Trails, as I mentioned, is 53 acres. And the Paradise Valley Conservation Area has roughly 13 miles of trails, whereas, as I mentioned, Wood Trails is 2 miles. So there is definitely differences between the two parks, but the focus on both being the trail. The data was collected in May, and it was collected on Thursday and Saturday between 10 and 4 p.m. So based on that and scaling the parking demand from what was collected at the Paradise Valley location for Wood Trails, it was estimated to be 3 parking spaces during weekday and 6 parking spaces during weekend. Parking spaces that were available was 80, and on the weekend it's 119. So significant available parking along 144th. There are options on parking and looking at a phased approach. So maybe the initial phase, the early phase, which is the bare minimum parking, you require at least 1 ADA parking. So that would be bare minimum parking that would be required. Again, on this one, the general parking would still come from 144th. Phase 2, as the park demand and users increase, is there more parking needed to be determined?